Tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio, dropping knowledge in the studio you already know.
Thank you for tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio. This is Prince Hakeem.
And this your man, Ronnie Ron, man. Hakeem. What is happening, baby
We
boy?
back at it again with no pressure. You know what I mean? Supporting,
no pressure. I feel
no
like
pressure. Supporting the hood, loving these queens. You know what I mean?
What he said with a big S.
I had to say it with the big S because it's a queen season. We've been interviewing some top shelf Black women, and we even got a special guest today. I already told her before we got on here, she was already sold. I'm buying whatever she's buying because of one thing. Thing. She went to our alma mater.
Yeah. Oh, she went to our alma mater?
That was enough for me. She could have had 1 foot and I still would have bought it.
Really? Wow.
Because she went to our alma mater, so I know the level of what type of woman she is coming from where we come from. There's a little spunk about people coming from where we come from.
Yeah. Wow. That's deep, man.
Listen, since you know her, I want you to introduce her to the world.
Yeah, no. This young lady, I ain't gonna even say young lady. I say young woman, Black woman as that, Black queen. Very, I'm gonna keep myself together. I'm gonna behave.
You have to.
She's very unique and her approach and her brand and it's just everything about her just glows. And I'm like, man, I have to interview her because the stuff she's doing in the community. I'm like, wow. And like you said, she is from an alma mater. So it's like, I like to see stuff like that, especially in our community, to help Black people and to help our people to elevate themselves to a higher level. This person here is creating something that is needed in the Black community, which is nutrition, health, fitness. So this person here goes by the name of Shay P. Am I correct, Miss Shay P?
Yep. Shayla.
Long legs.
Shay P.
Long legs.
The company she created is Shay Fit Fuel, which is starting to be well known. And I'm just like you, Hakeem. I want to get into buying some of her products as well. And now we gotta let people know about her. So, Shayla, tell us about yourself. Introduce yourself to the people.
I mean, as you guys said, I'm from y'all alma mater. I'm from Jackson. Born and raised in Miami girl through and through, all day, every day. But pretty much just everyday chick. It's nothing much to me. I'm just here to do what I can when I can, how I can.
But let's make this clear: you're not an everyday chick. You are a queen on a mission.
You are absolutely right about that. I'm definitely on a mission. And my mission definitely starts, as you guys said, with nutrition. Definitely something that I want to promote more. I think we do a very bad job of trying to marry two different things. A lot of us are getting into fitness, but not a lot of us are getting into eating right. You can't have one without the other.
And I was going to ask you, what made you start this company? Because, a lot of people find it to be challenging when it comes to the aspect of nutrition. Because, a lot of people like to eat junk food, like the fast food, the greasy food, stuff that, that ain't really good for us. So what made you come up with the idea? What made you start the company?
Well, firstly, I've always liked to cook. So that's always been something that I've enjoyed doing for years. When I went to college, I learned how to cook for like a mass group of people, being that I was in the band. So, I had to cook for a bunch of hungry grown folks, mainly a bunch of hungry grown men, being that, I played trombone. So that's who I was around most of the time. So I've always enjoyed cooking. I always wanted to do something in catering, just wasn't too sure what. Then I started working out, started getting real serious with my fitness journey, which led me to start meal prepping for myself. And then a few of my friends noticed and was like, hey, why don't you do it for me? And then one person turned into two, turned into three. And then next thing I know, I was like, well, I might as well go ahead and start it as a business, to that way I can give what I clearly am good at to other people.
Wonderful. I love to hear that. Now, let me ask you a question. Did you get any pushback from like people in your family, your friends, when you got on this fitness journey and embarking on the meal prepping and planning?
Oh, no, not at all. My mother has been my biggest supporter. She's been my backbone. She's been my ace boon coon. And, as far as, anybody else, my friends, they always support me. Anything, they repost everything. They've been customers. They are my biggest cheerleaders. even my boyfriend at the time of me starting it, definitely was a big push and everything with that. And it's been a thing where I haven't had any pushback or any forced interactions with anybody in my immediate circle. But you know it's been a blessing, really and truthfully, to be honest.
That, that's wonderful to hear. Now, what about when you're promoting your business and you're trying to promote healthy eating and meal prepping and planning? Do you get pushback from customers, like trying to promote this business to Black women?
Not necessarily pushback. I'll say I get more of a lot of questions, more so, because I know, especially with us as Black people, we always are the folks that's like, I don't know, I don't trust everybody's kitchen. So, I get a lot of questions about, how I'm preparing my food, especially because my business started pretty much when COVID hit. So I had a lot of, worried customers about how am I making sure the food is everything sanitized, and I'm not, spreading anything. So I don't necessarily get pushback, but I do get a slew of questions.
During the time of do you feel like during the time of the pandemic of last year, has it increased your business or have it decreased your business?
It's been like a kind of a seesaw, in all honesty,
Uh-huh.
and I think that has a lot to do with just the fact that a lot of people are not making the money that they were making
Uh-huh.
beforehand. And also too, like I said, still a lot of people are still very COVID conscious, and a lot of people are still very like a little wary of outsiders and all of that. So it has its moments. I can see an uptick in my customers one week, and I can
Uh-huh.
see it go down the next. But it's been fairly consistent. I'll say that.
Okay, but do you see that you have been increasing it with a lot of new customers coming in? Because
Yeah, I can.
now a lot of people taking their health seriously, especially with COVID,
Hmm.
because a lot of people eating the wrong food, and they know it's like sometimes when you eat the wrong food, it sometimes cause you to be sick. So
Um, I you know what I get it. I get new customers every
mhm,
week. It's just a matter of keeping them. That is,
okay.
kind of the issue in all honesty. But I get new customers every week, especially because I am also into fitness myself. And a lot of times, I'll be at the gym, and one of my trainers is one of my
Mhm,
customers. So, he promotes that. He gets a lot of people to see, like he eats it while he's working out with us or training us. So a lot of people see it. A lot of people in the gym that I'm with, they see my shirts, or if I do a vendor event at the gym I work out at, they see it. So, I do get a lot of new customers, definitely.
why you say it's a challenge for you to keep them? Why do you feel like it's a challenge to keep them?
It's all about personal things. A lot of my customers that I have spoken to, it's all about sometimes just the money. It's
Okay.
every week, depending on what your bill dictates, or however,
Mhm.
whatever it may be. And then a lot of people just forget, to be honest. And that's something that I'm trying to work on now, is finding a way to, keep reminding some of my customers and everything like that. But it's just a matter of just honestly personal things got with people going on. That's really the only thing I know that I've encountered.
Let me ask you a question. I want to go back to where you started. Was there a pivotal moment in your life that made you shift into getting to fitness? Because, what I mean, I've looked at your pictures. You seem like
Hmm.
you've fairly always been very, very fit.
I've always been slim, but I haven't been fit in a while. Because it's definitely a difference. The only pivotal moment I could say, to be honest, is that I got a job where I sat down all day and I got fat. And maybe to some, it's not fat in their eyes, but for me, once I was like pushing 180, and I had never been past 150 in my life. All throughout high school, college, I haven't been past 150 pounds, 155 top. So that one day I noticed my clothes wouldn't fit, and I started feeling a little, less energetic and all of that stuff. So then I just decided, okay, something has to change, because I want to look this way for as long as I possibly can. I want to be 52 looking the same way as I do today.
Mm. And I definitely understand that. Do you think, and this is just another question, do you think fitness, and speaking from a term of Black women, and I don't know if you can, maybe if you can probably answer this as you being a fitness person, is a Black woman's fitness, is it linked to depression, or maybe possible reasons of like options for getting married?
I don't know about the marriage part. I think that's more of an individual type thing. But I do think that for some, fitness can be a way out for depression, because we as Black women do deal with a lot. From all sides of the coin. We deal with, pressures from our families to be a certain type of woman. We deal with the pressures of society telling us what type of woman we should and shouldn't be. And honestly, we deal with the pressures from our own men, dealing with, how sometimes we're not the preferred choice. And, because we're too loud, too strong, too whatever. So I think, fitness does offer a way out for a lot of Black women when it comes to depression, anxiety, a lot of different mental health, disorders that can come about with that. So I definitely think fitness aids in that aspect.
Do you feel like the Black man has let the Black woman down when it comes to their fitness and their health?
When it comes to fitness and health, no.
You don't agree that the Black man has let the woman down when it comes to fitness and health?
I think the Black man's that I honestly and truthfully, I won't put that at the feet of the Black man. I won't put that job at the foot of the Black man.
Why not?
Because at the end of the day, I
Uh-huh.
think we as Black women have to want more for ourselves sometimes. And as I stated, it's never the attention of the Black man as to why I got into the gym. I got into the gym and got back into fitness to better myself because I want to make sure I am my best self always show up for me. Because if I can't show up for me, I can't show up for my family. I can't show up for my potential husband, my potential children. I can't be who I need to be if I allow myself to just be lost in whatever it is that's going on with me mentally or whatever the case may be. So I won't say that I won't put that plight on the Black man. Now there are a few other things, yeah, but
Um,
not that.
I would kind of, it's just my opinion, but I kind of disagree with you. I think it's the Black man's responsibility to coach and mentor his woman on when it comes
Hmm.
to the aspect of her health and her fitness, because most of the time the Black man is settling and allowing women to gain unnecessary weight, and
Hmm.
it's killing the Black woman at the end of the day.
Honestly, I can put that for both sides because there's a lot of
Uh,
Black men out here that's just kind of letting themselves go, and you got Black women that's just allowing it as well. I think we both can do a
Facts.
better job at that when it comes to being there for one another. So
Uh-huh.
that's why I say I won't put that just solely at the foot of the Black man. I will put that plight on us as Black people.
Okay,
Okay.
definitely. Let me ask you a question.
Well
So,
said.
as far as fresh and fit, did I say it right?
Shay's Fit Fuel.
Safe, yeah, fit fuel. Where do
Hmm.
you see a business in the next 5 years as far as like scalability?
For sure, definitely being able to deliver as far as, shipping. I want to have a store location. I want to definitely be able to not just offer meal prep, but I want to also have it in 5 years to where I'm doing class to where, I can teach you, even if you may not can afford my meal prep, but at least let me give you the tools to be able to help yourself do it. Because I do hear that as an excuse a lot. Like I just don't know how to do it. You know, Shay's Fit Fuel can show you how to weigh your proteins and weigh your carbs. And if you want a low protein diet or a low carb diet or a high protein diet, then we can show you how to do that. All the way down to if you know how to make things taste good when you maybe can't have salt. I have a lot of no salt clients, and I've had to learn how to, make the food taste the way we as Black people want it to taste
Mhm.
without a ton of salt.
Mrs. Dash.
Yeah,
Mrs. Dash, you got liquid aminos, you have salt substitutes. There's so many different things that you can use to give that same flavor without it killing you.
What was your major in college?
I majored in journalism.
Oh,
wow,
okay.
really? Wow.
I
What
wanted
made
to
you
work for ESPN.
Wow,
Oh,
what made you
humanity.
shift from leaving journalism into creating your own nutritional business?
I really don't know. Cause like I said, I've always wanted to cook. I always know that I knew that I wanted to cook. And it's just one of those things where because those opportunities wasn't really readily available when I needed them to be, I just kind of started heading in a different direction. Yeah, that's really it, to be honest. And then at the time of me, leaving school and all of that, there wasn't the Carrie Champions and the Jamel Hills and all of those women on TV yet. So I didn't really see a space for me. It was a few, but they were few and far between. So I really didn't see a space for me there. So I just really didn't think the dream I had for it was an attainable one, to be honest.
Awesome. I think you probably are aware of this because you do study on fitness and health. So you probably are aware that the number one killer in the Black community is heart disease. Have you heard that before? And what do you think? What is the cause of that? What's causing a lot of our Black women dying of heart disease?
Well, one, like I said, how we eat. It's mainly that's the biggest thing is how we eat, and the fact that a lot of us are not taking physical care of ourselves. A lot of us, we're especially Black women, we're working ourselves into the ground. A lot of us are working 2 and 3 jobs, or we're, like me, I still have a full-time job on top of doing what I do on the side, which I would prefer my business to be my full-time job. But until, the Lord has blessed me to where I can do that, I still have to work a full-time job, and it's stress. And like I said, overall, what we eat, we all the macaroni and cheese and all of that stuff is good, but we eat too much of it.
Pigeon peas, rice, ham.
Right. And we just eat a lot of it. And, it's soul food, but it's not good for your soul when you really think about it.
Definitely. Now, my biggest question for this, you told me so much about you, and I look at you as a shining light. You know what I mean? And you sexy though. I'm gonna keep that 100. You're sexy. I looked at your pictures.
I can't stop it now.
No. Listen, you got to give a woman comment when they've done the work and to look so like on point. You know what I mean? I could see where it is.
I agree with you.
And you know what I mean? She has that glow about her.
She do.
What I mean? That soul glow. You know what I'm saying? So what advice would you want to give to people as far as, you being because you're specializing in the meal prep era, in the meal prep arena. What advice would you want to give to our listeners and stuff like that? Because we're going to recommend them to you as far as meal prep, but what advice would you want to give to people just as far as meal prepping?
My biggest advice when it comes to that is know your personal goal, not what you see on Instagram, not what you see somebody else next to you, maybe, how they're achieving their goals. Know what goal you want, and, know exactly what direction you want to go in before you embark on meal prepping, because you may want to be somebody losing weight, but you can't lose that weight if you are dead set on eating a particular way. My best advice is to honestly do your own research and really figure out where it is nutritionally you need to be or where you want to go, because you can ask me all the questions in the world, but I'm only going to give you what it is you tell me to give you. I can't.
No, go ahead. Finish your statement.
Sorry. No, I was just gonna say I can't, do that part of the job for you, because I'm me. So I know what works for me and my body. I don't know what works for you and yours. So you have to know that part before going to any meal prep service, whether it be mine, press meals, fit fixings, whomever. It's so many, but it starts with you.
So you recommend everyone to like go see a doctor before coming to your program?
Yeah, a doctor, and honestly, a nutritionist. Well, granted, I am in meal prep. However, at the time right now, I am not a nutritionist. I just do my own research, and I just, have done the legwork for me to be able to produce the best product I can produce. But go see a nutritionist to really see exactly where you are. And definitely, yeah, go see your doctor, see where you are on the inside. Go see where you are physically. And then, like I said, do your research, Google, look up whatever it is, like look up what a low carb diet. And honestly, don't be so quick to hop on the next fad. Because I've had a lot of my customers be like, oh, well, do you do keto? And I don't do these specialized diets. I don't believe in them. So if you're somebody that's gung ho on that, I will be honest. I am not the place for you, because I do not believe in fast fad. Because that's
why don't you believe in a keto diet? Why not?
I don't necessarily not believe in the keto diet. I just don't believe in fast fads in general. Now, I don't mind catering your meal prep to a keto diet if that's what that's what you have deemed necessary for you. But understand that it's not going to change every 5 minutes with the wind, because now you hopping on the next fast fad. If you want
Mm.
to, if you want a keto diet, then that's what we're going to stick to for the a lot of time that is, we can stick to it, because one, keto is not something that's a long-term solution. Keto is a short-term solution for a long-term problem.
Mm.
No, great. Let me ask you a question. As far as with the meal planning, and I don't know if you feel
Mm-hmm.
comfortable talking about this, is pricing different per person? Do you have like a screening process, or what you talk about, and maybe talk about that and talk about going to, you can give us like an example of what a meal prep plan might cost with your company?
Oh yeah, sure. No, the pricing doesn't change per person. The pricing is pretty set per person. Now it all depends on what you start to add on to that plan, or how you start to try to customize it. But for the most part, mainly I offer my main thing I offer is bundle packages, and I offer 4 different bundle packages. 2 that are 5 day and 2 that are 7 day, and they both include either lunch and dinner or breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I like to promote those more over my individual packages, because I feel like you get more bang for your buck. Which those packages go from $90 to $135. So it all depends on which package works best for you. And let's say, for instance, my 5 day package with breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you'll get the 5 meals for the 5 days worth of meals. You'll get one breakfast, one lunch, one dinner for that day. And what I like to do, because I know me personally, when it comes to meal prepping, I don't like to eat same food every day. I know that's one thing with a lot of meal prep services. That's what I've noticed. I personally do not like that. By day 3, I'm overeating whatever it is I've been eating. So what I like to do is I like to offer you a few options. So at least with the 5 day plan, you can get at least 2 options per each meal. So for breakfast, you get 2 options. For lunch, you get 2 options. For dinner, you get 2 options. So that way you can mix and match. You can, switch up. So today I could be having pancakes for breakfast. Let's say my turkey spaghetti for lunch, and steak, potatoes, and asparagus for dinner. And then tomorrow I can have something different.
Man, sounds good. You got my mouth watering.
Mm.
No, I can't. I can't. You thinking it the wrong way. I'm telling you. It's just describing the food. She talking about steaks and all.
Steak.
I'm
Oh
like,
no, shit. I
I'm
love
like,
me some steak.
I'm
Steak
telling
is
my
for,
mouth was getting watery. I'm like, wow. I was
hey,
like, let me calm
steak
down.
is for rich niggas and scammers. You feel me? So
No, it is not. I don't know who told you that.
you know what I'm saying? Like real big money dope boys and scammers eat steak, potatoes, and Alfredo and the spaghetti. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I like to hear that. So segueing into that, like is you seem like a very determined person. I can see that in your face. You feel me? Is
Hmm.
there any other big things you want to do, maybe as far as like components with the fitness in this, as far as just, I know you talked about scalability. Is there any other aspect of fitness or other businesses you wanted to incorporate with this?
It's so many that I honestly would love to incorporate with it. I know that right now meal prep is my main focus, but as I stated, like classes.
Yeah.
The only thing I know I definitely don't want to get into is actually being an actual trainer. That's not my calling. That's not my
Mm.
ministry. But
Mm.
honestly, a lot of other things for sure I would love to dabble into. Like I said, mainly classes, vendor event. Allowing other Black, business owners that's in my field to showcase themselves. Different things like that. Like I said, mainly workshops, classes, that kind of realm, and it can branch off to so many different things, but that's definitely what I would love to do. Even one day opening a full on just catering, I would love to get to the point where I have like big time clients, like, professional athletes, and being their own sole meal prep provider to make sure, they get what they get.
And I was gonna ask you a question. Do you follow the food pyramid they have created in the United States or no?
No, because that's, to me, that's a cookie cutter situation for a non cookie cutter lifestyle. Because as I said earlier, we all have different goals, and we all have different body type. And for what takes me to lose 10 pounds may not take the same for someone else. So
Okay,
no,
no,
I
because
don't.
Dr. Sabi said, no, because our master teacher, Dr. Sabi, said the same thing. You know, God bless his soul. He said the same thing too. He said the food pyramid is a total fraud.
It
You
is.
know,
I would say it's not necessarily that it's a fraud, but it's flawed. I'll say that it's not a fraud, but it's definitely flawed because that's based on who exactly is that based on? Because you know, who's to say that just this amount of healthy fat and this amount of carbs and this amount of this is what works for every single person? Because you know, you got people that's try to cut out carbs, only thinking that means rice, bread, pasta, not knowing carbs is in every single thing we eat. So you can't use that when you haven't dissected everything about it. And like I said, it's not for everybody.
Okay.
My last question is this: is there anybody that you look up to as far as when it comes to fitness and meal planning? Because you know, I know there's a lot of people out there who are like the head of it. I think there's one guy who I tend to watch. He's on YouTube. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. I think he's black, but he's a Spanish.
No, I don't really watch too many YouTubers because I try to keep my stuff as fresh as possible.
Oh, yeah.
I try to keep my ideas. But who I personally look up to, who I like follow, and I just, you know, I would love to be on their level one day is Press Meals. Another is black owned. He's a guy that I see, he really loves what he does, and his menu is fire. I've had his food before, and I would definitely never ever not suggest that if maybe I'm not your cup of tea, definitely slide over there. I definitely look up to what he has going on.
So that's I got in my last one. The next thing is name the best dishes out your business.
The best ones?
Yeah.
Well, hands down, it's the barbecue chicken with my cauliflower mac and cheese. That's definitely my top seller. Any vendor event, and that I have it there.
Not the turkey meatloaf?
I mean, to me, that's my personal favorite. But what I've noticed from my customers, that my turkey spaghetti is another one that kind of flies off, and my chili baked salmon. That's another one that if I don't have it on the menu, it's a problem.
Boy, I'm about to place an order right now. I'm just trying to take it easy.
I mean, let me know. You got till Friday at 6:00. So, you know.
Do you do deliveries?
No, I don't. I stopped doing delivery. You know, in all honesty, moment of transparency, I got in a couple car accidents while I was doing delivery. So I decided to slow that part down. Maybe once I can find like reliable drivers and that kind of situation, I'll pick that back up.
So how would somebody get their meal plan from you?
Yes.
So I do have a Google form link that is located on my Instagram page. I'm still working on a website. Or I can, if you just reach out to me, send me a DM or anything like that. My phone number is also listed on my page. I'll gladly send you the link. But you fill that link out and it has everything that you need. It's your goals. It has your list of allergies or whatever you have going on. And you can pick your meals and you send it over. I send you an invoice and you're good to go. And my menu changes every week, so that way you're not getting the same thing.
How would they
you can reach out to me. You can reach out to me, or you can, like I said, it is located on my Instagram page for my business, which is Shay's _fit_fuel.
So okay, no, but I'm saying like if I was to order, how would I get the food?
Oh, it's pickup. You can definitely use pickup.
Okay. Is it a random location or?
Right now I'm working with a few locations to see if it's okay. So right now you can pick it up from me. I live in Miramar, and the address is located, on my page, and I also send it out.
Okay,
awesome.
That's good.
Yeah, that is
Damn,
good.
long legs.
I might go over there. I might go over there for midnight snack. Starving.
I don't know about all that. No midnight. I don't know. That's outside of my working hours. Like Big Red said, my office hours from 9 to 5. So I don't know about that.
Starving. You can't hold a hungry customer away. If he's hungry, you must say, let me come and feed him.
You got to be hungry from 9 to 5, my dear, because I don't know about the midnight.
Oh man.
Yeah, but we're gonna throw you on the hot seat real quick because we're gonna ask you a little bit of a personal question. So, are you dating anybody now?
I am dating.
Okay.
I'm seeing
Okay. So
somebody.
okay, so how do you normally date the person? Even though, because it's kind of hard, especially for a certain man, when a woman is all about her health and all about her fitness. He kind of struggle with that because what happens if you have a bad eating habit? What do you do?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little hard dating, especially nowadays with how busy I am. A lot
Uh
of
huh.
times I, don't get people that kind of understand my schedule. But as far as their eating habit, I mean, I tend to date people in my comfort zone.
Mhm.
So like the guy I date now, he's also into fitness. So it's not as hard for us having that conversation. And if I see that he's not eating right, trust me, I like, okay, what are you doing? Like, well, what we got going on here?
Mhm.
So I stay on him about that as we speak. But
But
there's
do
still
at
no
time do he get
giveaways.
uncomfortable? But do at time do he gets uncomfortable or he feels a certain type of way when you tell him that?
If he hasn't told me, so I'm gonna say no.
What
Okay.
What about you? What about what Hakeem? What about you? What do you think?
Oh no, she sold. She went to my alma mater. I don't got
Uh-huh.
nothing else to ask. Mama just gonna promote your business. That's all
Yeah.
that's all we gonna do.
Yeah, I already started already. I already started promoting her business. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually gonna go try it out as well
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
I'm
We
a type
might
of person. I like salmon and
you
I
like
like
salmon.
barbecue
I
chicken.
want to eat that turkey meatloaf. And what's that other dish you have? What's that say? Chicken kokoya or grilled kokoya?
the
It's a steak.
churrasco, the grilled churrasco steak.
Yeah, the Jill Carrasco steak. Yeah, I want to see what that. I want to see what that all about.
Oh yeah, and one more last question too. I want to ask you too because a lot of people now are going to veganism. So
hmm
how do you deal with people that are trying to be vegan?
I do offer a lot of vegan options. A lot of my menu is able to be converted to vegan, and I definitely take their needs into consideration.
Okay,
So everything's customizable. I mean, to a point, and within reason. But as far as anything that's vegan, trust me, I've definitely done that. I've
okay,
invested in. I don't cook with dairy. Anyway, I use a lot of plant-based butters, a lot of things like that. So it's very vegan friendly.
okay, awesome. So that means you probably shop at Whole Foods supermarket.
Shopping. I shop so many different places. So yeah, depending on what I need, I shop in so many different places.
Awesome. I can't. You ain't got any final words. That's it for you.
Man, final words is eat healthy. Support Fit Fuel. She's trustworthy. She went to Jackson.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. I think that she has something that I think it's is realizing. I'm happy to see more and more people are being entrepreneurs, especially Black women. But Black women lead in
Yeah,
entrepreneurship.
entrepreneurship.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
they are. Yes,
it
they are.
doesn't it doesn't it doesn't it doesn't surprise me that what I mean she's out here getting it. She got the face of a Mustang. You know what I mean? Like, so let's get it, man. That's really all I got to say on that.
Yeah, and you tell the people how can they follow you? How can they find you? Once again, even though it's
Yeah,
gonna be in
well,
the
there's.
thumbnail and the description below, but still tell the people
Mhm.
how can they find you.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, you can find me anywhere. I have 3 different Instagram accounts. Like I said, my business is shades_fit_fuel. My personal page, if you want to follow me there, is longleg76. And yeah, so I'm pretty much accessible anywhere. I'm on Facebook. Just look me up, Shayla Park. Pretty simple name. You'll find me. And just you can also find me at Extreme Gym with my trainer.
Oh, what?
It's
You go
probably the
there?
best place you can find. Yeah,
Isn't that owned by the Muslim guy?
Yep.
yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I think what's that brother name?
You know him too, Hakeem. You know him.
No, that's Minister Farrakhan's grandson. Light
Yeah.
Oh,
skinned
see, I
dude?
didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
that's
know that.
Minister. He's actually Minister Farrakhan and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's grandson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's from Chicago, I think, but he's like really into fitness and taekwondo and stuff like that.
Okay. Are we talking about the same gym? Talking about the one in Opalaka?
I think it's owned by a light skinned dude, right?
Yeah, but I think the guy that owns where I'm at, I want to say he's Spanish.
Yeah, maybe we might talk because I know it's
Yeah, two different things probably.
two
Okay.
different. Yeah,
Yeah, I
but
think we're talking. Yeah, because I know. Yeah, I think where I'm at, I think the owner's Spanish.
okay, yeah, but definitely, man, we'll drop this link, man. This has been a great interview, and you
Yes.
know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
This is Chaos Culture Radio.
We out, Hakeem.
Peace. Man, I just appreciate y'all just listening. Stay tuned for the next episode.
Tuning in to Chaos Culture Radio, dropping knowledge in the studio. You